Hi guys, huyu ni Hans hapa. Hans is a professional hairdresser. Nimework sana Nairobi over 4 years. After high school niliulizwa nataka kufanya nini, na nikasema ile kazi mimi nawezana ni kutengeneza watu manywele, and that hiyo ndo kosi nililipiwa, nikaambiwa soga Nairobi, enda ukazane na maisha yako. Nikiwa pale Nairobi nikisoma, that's where nikaona kipawa, I don't know kama ni kipawa ama nini, ya kuleta watu pamoja, and I started a charity group back in 2016 by the name PAG, that's Passionate Heart Group. Ndicreate hiyo group ikiwa ya kwenda kutembelea orphans children's home, and it worked very well. In the process nika notice bado wase wanapenda kwenda happy, and there I started a traveling company. Haikuwa na jina, ilikuwa tu ya vijana barubaru, mnaenda mnachapa sherehe mnarudi kwa nyumba. So nilikuwa naleta wase pamoja, naambia wase, mnajua ni aje napaga trip ya kwenda twende Bogoria. Mimi nakusanya wase, tunachukua manyaga. Hizo times zilikuwa zinaitwa manyaga, hata saizi zinaitwa manyaga. Zile basi zimejazwa TV ndani. Basi ni watu 33 lakini nabeba 45 people hiyo time. So nikachapa hizo events for the longest time. I think 4 years. Nimechapa from 2016 to around 2020. Penye nilikuja kuona nachomeka, narudi mfuko, sipati kitu. Kazi yangu ni kufurahisha wase, lakini naenda nyumbani nikilia. The name HASS Adventures, ilikuwa ilinikula kichwa before nikuja na hii jina. Niliketi nikitafuta jina for hiyo jina, nilitafuta for like 3 days. Nikiandika chini, nikienda nikicancel. Naona nikiweka hivi itakurana na hii, nikiweka hivi itakurana na hii. Hadi penye niliketi nikaona my name Hans, nikaweza toa N niweke S. Sinaweza sound very well. Nikauliza watu kama wawili watatu, HASS, jina HASS Adventures iko aje? Sasa wakaniambia iko sawa, lakini hiyo jina inatumika na petrol station, kuna avocado inaitwa HASS. Sijui itawaka aje, but for me nikafanya my research, nikaangalia kama kuna tours company inaitwa HASS na nikapata hakuna, and that's how I came up with the name HASS Adventures. Challenges zenye tuna face kwa tours and travel ni mob sana. The first challenge ni mabeshte. Story na mabeshte achana nayo. Venye tu Meja alisema, story ya mabeshte zi. Kama kuna msee hawezi kusupport kwa hii maisha vizuri ni beshte. One thing, huyo msee anataka kukuja trip na asilipe. Akisema si mimi ni beshte yako, kwa nini nilipe kama wengine? So kama trip unalipisha 2000, beshte atataka kukupesa 500. Na hiyo ni beshte yako, unakubali. Kwa hiyo gari utajipata uko na mabeshte 20. Wote umepea discount, unawalipisha hiyo punch, kuna nye hujalipisha. So the way unawapea discount, the way utarudi kwa mfuko virahisi na utafurahisha wenye walilipa pesa yote. Challenge nyingine nayo ni kutoenda pre-visit. Usipoenda pre-visit, maisha itakuwa gumu kwa trip yako. Utaenda upate the estimation ulikuwa umefanya, entrance hiyo iko juu kabisa. Huwezi rudi kuambia clients niongeze pesa. Juu ile pesa alikupea, kuongeza ni noma. Yeye anafanyia hiyo hesabu, alikupatia umfanyie kila kitu yenye umeandika kwa posta. Like now I can remember very well. Trip nilikuwa nimepaga kwenda Bogoria. Sikuwa nimefanya research hata kidogo. Nilikuwa nasikia watu wenda Bogoria. But let me tell you. Sikujua Bogoria watu wenda na 2 days. Mimi nilipaga na 1 day. Tukatoka Nairobi saa 5 mchana. Tuko Nakuru saa 10 jioni tunaenda Bogoria. Mnauliza watu huko kutoka hapa direct Bogori ina take how long? Mnaambiwa 3 hours. Mko Nakuru ni 5 jioni. Utafanya nini? Dere aligeuza tu gari. Nilichapwa vita ingine. Sitakagi kukumbuka hiyo siku, but it was a running process cause hiyo trip ilinifunza mambo mob sana. Nikakuja nikapaga ya place inaitwa Garidare. Sikuwa nimefanya research hata kidogo. Nikachapa nje. Gari imetusimamisha na nyuki imekataa kurudi Nairobi. Pesa ya dere haitoshi. So challenges ni mob sana kwa hii industry, but unapambana nazo venye ziko. Because of these challenges, I sat down and came with an idea for looking a partner. Nili-approach wase kadhaa nikiwaambia, bro, kuna kazi nataka tuchape. So nikakaa chini hivi nikakumbuka kuna mtu tulimeet mahali, I think naweza mu-approach tuchape hii kazi na yeye. That's why nika-approach Hudson. Sikuwa ijua tutaipatana na Hudson ndo tutoe jina HASS. Ilikuwa tu kimugumugu. Tukapatana, so kukakuwa na Hudson na Hans.
Hi guys, this is Hudson. Hudson professionally is a teacher. I have a college I run in Kikuyu town, and mostly we deal with training people in accounting, training people in business, and training people in ICT. That's what I've been doing for about 15 years or so. Of course, entering into that particular industry, niliingia kama nimeandikwa kazi mahali kama mwalimu, but later on I thought that it could be good if I have my own college, and that's what I've been doing. So that is what I do. But again, who is Hudson? Hudson also engaged too much in charity activities. We do a lot of charity events, and we have done so many charity events around. Still part of this group that we have, we still do charity events.
Tumeweka vitu zetu pamoja, tumeleta hapa donation. Then again, on behalf of HASS Adventures, we officially hand over our all donations to Mom. Mom, let's come.
About tourism company or a touring company, this is how we came up with the idea ya kuanzisha company ya tours. Hudson as a person, when I was working at the school, at the college, I used to organize several trips. Even from where I was employed, I was the one who was organizing the trips. Even my own college, I'm the one who was organizing the trip. We did so many trips with the students. We go to Masai Mara, we go to Longonot, and many other places. That's how I developed an interest in tourism. Then after that, I thought that it's good also to extend it further. So I started looking for someone who we can join together and do these events together. Because I realized that tourism industry is so wide, and sometimes getting to satisfy all your clients, it may need a bit of diversity. So I thought that I'll not enter into this particular industry alone, but I'll have to look for somebody who we can bring together our ideas and see how we can enter into this particular industry, which is so competitive, and clients are demanding so much in terms of quality service. So I thought that I would look for somebody. And the first person that came to my mind is Hans. Hans, met him through charity. Hans has a group, charity group called PHG, sorry. Now PHG group, when I joined, I became member of the PHG, but Hans also tried to involve me in so many activities in that particular group in terms of planning, and thereby most of members thought that Hudson can also be the coordinator of the group, and that's how I ended up meeting Hans. From there, we decided that we can also venture into tourism, and that is how we came up with the idea HASS Adventures.
Okay, Hans mnajua hapendi kuongea. Leo hata ameandika speech. Simpigie tu makofi. Pigieni makofi.
When we were planning our first ever trip together, that was to be in Kamdunda. Kamdunda is the name, by the way. That's where most people go to do mud funds and such like ziplining. That's where they go. So when we were organizing our very first trip, we want to do it together with Hans, but I asked Hans, are we going to do it without a business name, or we're just going to do it as friends? Okay, Hans says that it's good we start doing it as business, because if we're entering into partnership, we should start pushing forward a name. Then he told me that he had an idea. The name was HASS. Now, HASS being a business name is just a fanciful business name, and I thought it's also a good idea because it's a name that can easily extend. You know, when you have a name that is limited only to specific activities, as far as business are concerned, you may find that that particular name may not serve you better. So I also adapted the name, and I was okay with the name. And the only thing that we did was now to think of coming up with a logo for the company. And I told Hans that I think a logo for the company, I have an idea, and this is exactly what we decided to have as the logo for the company. Again, the same thing. We went for something simple, something memorable, and something that can stand out of the rest, so that when people see us out there, they can easily know this is HASS Adventure. Guys, this being our first anniversary, it has not been a very smooth journey. But to be where we are today, it's not because of me or just because of my partner, Hans. If it was only the two of us, then I don't think we'll be nowhere. So allow me to recognize a number of people who have really participated in trying to put us where we are today. Although there are very many people, I may not be able to mention everyone, but at least there's those people who, at least I feel that I should mention them, so that maybe as we grow, we can know how we can build each other. Now, I'll start by recognizing one. I'll recognize our photographer, that is Robin. Robin, I met Robin through Hans, and that is how we met. Before we met Robin, we used to have so many challenges in terms of photography. Our clients were complaining in terms of the quality of the photos we are receiving. They are complaining in terms of the video. In fact, before we met Robbie, we didn't have any content on our YouTube channel. Guys, I'm sure you normally enjoy our YouTube channel, and this is the guy behind the YouTube channel.
Hello guys, I go by the name Robin HD. Mimi ni YouTuber, niko na YouTube channel pale, nafanya content ya political satire.
We leave. Yeah.
So mimi it was last year nilikuwa nataka kuweka dread. So where I went to, nilienda kwa Hans. Na hivyo ndo nilijuana na Hans. Akanitengeneza dread yangu ya kwanza. Alafu after some time nikasikia akiniambia ati he had something in mind that he organizes trips. This time sikuwa na camera. I didn't have a camera. I didn't know how I naweza saidia kampuni or anything like that. Even I didn't have that in mind. So several months later, I think maybe 5-6 months, I bought a camera. And I was doing jobs hapa na pale. So one day nimekaa tu hivi nikasema like nitajipeaje jobs? Like how will I learn kutumia camera? At this time sina so many clients. That's why niliamua ku approach Hans, because niliona nowadays these companies they need photographers and videographers. So nika approach Hans, kamwambia you can try me, give me just one chance niende one of your trips, muone kazi yangu ikiwa bamba, then tutafanya kazi na nyinyi. So since then nimekuwa nafanya kazi na hao na tumekuwa friends, tujaikosana in terms of payment nini, and because of growth, to be honest, what they were paying me your time yenye tulikuwa tunaanza, it's not the same amount of money nilipa sahi. So let me say my gambling finally imekuja ku pay off. So mimi ningependa kuwashukuru sana HASS Adventures for giving me this opportunity. Nimeshukuru for the past several months yenye nimefanya kazi na nyinyi. Nimewashukuru sana and I personally ningewish kuendelea kufanya kazi na nyinyi because you are a family, and nimependa this company iko hapa kwa roho.
Now, the next person I want to recognize is our MCs. Kindly, we have so many MCs, but just allow me to talk about 3 MCs. I know there are many that we normally engage, but I'll only talk about 3 MCs. Now, the first one is MC Madenge.
Tumejuana naye pia through Hudson, a very good guy. Kijana kazi yake ni kukuambia keep on moving, usi give up, soga.
Naitwa MC Madhenge. Been in this industry, I think the longest, I think watu wananipatanga wanashinda ni kwa nini sizeki. Being an MC Madhenge nimefanya a lot of events, a lot. Hata sasa zingine nachinoa kuzihesabu. Juzi ndio nilikuwa nahesabu, nakuta nimefanya approximately 600 weddings. Rora shows inapiga 100 plus. Mpaka I'm like, wow, that is very serious. So I'm an MC, I'm a professional MC, but mostly siko tu kwa MC peke yake because ati sina kazi. MC ni kazi by itself. But I came nikakuja nika focus so much na cross culture. Cross culture is whereby it's tribes between different tribes. Rather than doing Kikuyu or Meru, I'll do Kikuyu, Meru, Luya, and that's what happened when I find a lot of some of my events. Minus that, I'm also a TV presenter. I do a gospel show, pale TV 47, and also niko na biashara zangu kuuza huku. Kitu yote unataka kuuza tunaweza uza, lakini siwezi uza mtu, so that's the most important thing. And first of all, before niseme kwenye tulimit na Hans, kuna tofauti ya Hans na Hans. Hizo majina zilinigonga ukuta ka pronunciation ndio zinanga. Kwanza sijui ni Hanson ama ni Hans, I don't know, but mimi namjua Mzae. Nisikejuza naitwa Mzae, mimi nilikuwa namjua kama Hanson, Mzae fulani. But before hata wakuje kuintroduce e-adventures, we had sat down somewhere tukiwa Limuru Road, huko side za Limuru, tulikuwa tunakula nyama. Then akaniambia, Madhenge, unajua ni kitu poa kama tunaweza anzisha mambo za events. Tunapiga events moja kubwa, tunapata tu ile kidogo tunapata tunaweka kwa mfuko. Mzee unajua akisema kitu, mimi siko najua kama ako serious. Unajua sasa kila mtu akiwa pale hivyo, alikuwa tu ananipatia tu words tu tukipeana tuone vile itakuwa. Then for some time, mimi siko najua ati mwanaume kumbe alienda akashikana mkono na mtu mwingine, akanirusha mkono, akafungua adventures. Me, I didn't know. So after hapo sometimes naona amenitumia text akiniambia utenda na manga amza kufanya. Si mimi na best yangu tunafanya mambo za tours. Anambia oh poa. I took like 4 months before niingie tours yake because always unajuanga sana sisi ma MC Saturday and Sunday tuko very busy. And being on a Sunday nikiwa TV na kupata hizi chances kuomba ruhusa inakuanga tricky sana, depending na ule producer niko nayo. So to some extent I was one day nikienda trip ya kwanza now I think ilikuwa one of the first trip nilienda nao. Akisikumbuki. Memory yangu lost pahali. I think the first trip nilienda nao ilikuwa but then nitakumbuka by the time nimalize hapa. So tukienda nao nikanibamba sana. No, the first one kulikuwa na team building ya group fulani, pia founder mwenye alifound hiyo group yako hapa and is one of the CEOs ya charity. So I did a live show now kutukua kwa TV. Then I did the first live show now. It was really fantastic. Then the second one ilikuwa I think ya Sagana. Was it Embu? Also nimeenda nao yenye nilipanda mlima nikalemewa kupanda. I think nilikuwa nimechoka sana. Hiyo siku nilikuwa nimechoka sana. Hiyo siku nakumbuka nilikuwa nimechoka sana nikashindwa kupanda mlima. Akina Romino walikuwa wanisukuma nipande huko juu. Kumbe wanasema I think nilikuwa mgonjwa, nilikuwa naumwa na kichwa. No wonder nilikuwa naumwa na kichwa.
I say come, I say go, go come, run away, not me here come.
Kwa nini nilijoin Hans Adventures is because of one thing. These guys are very friendly. Not like any other adventures unaendanga pale unaboeka. You know, I think we are the few people my MCs tunaingia kwa basi, watu wanatumisi huko ndani kwa basi. Because sisi tutaanza kudansi ikitoka Nairobi mpaka kwenye natoka, watu wanalanga likisi tunapiga kelele tukiwa na Masika na Victor. Si ndio dance instructors. But so the purpose why nilikuja kuingia Hans is I love pushing their product to other people. I've been pushing their product so much online. I've been pushing them to at least to get royal tours, royal tourists. Because me say ati Kenyans, because let's not only target Kenyans only, but let's also target international. So my theme or my purpose for HASS Adventures is to push their products to more people. At least when you get more people as a company or as an organization, they are benefits.
Let's go! Wewe dandia matatu like this. Dandia mat.
Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to be in these adventures, HASS adventures. May God bring more people. I'll be so happy the next time tukienda Tanzania. Kwanza nilikuwa nishaanza kuweka pesa ya kwenda nini Zanzibar. Sijui nani alikuambia utoe. Nyinyi wawili Mungu anawaona. Nilikuwa nimekelea 30,000. Nilikuwa nataka nipige sherehe wiki mzima. Alafu simu nimeacha na wife. Ingekuwa fiti sana. So ile kitu ningekuomba nikimalizia, because nikimalizi saizi, please watch a blessings inyeshe kwa hii organization. And may God bless you. Na mkisikia kunichuja, poleni sana. Me I'm there to stay. Hata munichuja, hata muniwekea sijui restriction, hata mweke. Kwanza kuna restriction moja ya kunywa chai. Please hiyo msitoe. God bless you. Asanteni sana.
1, 2, chapa kitu.
The next MC to recognize is MC Masika. MC Masika, again, I met him through charity. There's a charity event we are running at Kaula Tumaini. We were trying to build a better facility for the kids. That is why I met MC Masika.
MC Masika have been like a family to us. Kujitolea, kijana anajitolea. Hudson made me meet the guy. Na amekuwa kijana mpoa sana. Team building, MC, yani kila kitu. Akona kipawa ya kila kitu.
Hello my people, I go by the name MC Masika, and I'm so happy to be here today. I know most of the people wonder who is MC Masika. Yeah, MC Masika is a hype MC. I think place yenye nimetrain sana, where I've trained mostly is about being a road show MC. That is where I started my journey. I've done a lot of road shows in Nairobi. But apart from that, also I started doing some corporate events, and that is the time where nilijua kuvaa suti. Then after a while, I think my first wedding I did in 2018, and it was through the help of a friend who just said that you can come and try. And then during that time, I just did it. And then I met these amazing people. By 2018, the end of 2018, I started doing events, charity events. And that is the time I joined a certain group of my friend. He's called Victor Kieru. Now, during that time, every time we were doing with him events. And that is the time I met with Mzae, we call him that name, and it was Hudson. So the moment we met, he said that, niko na deal, I have a deal, manze, niko na deal, hii deal ni noma. So I was wondering which deal is this one, and Victor was trying to convince me, nikimwambia, hii deal sijui kama iko fiti ama haiko fiti. But now, after some time, I noticed that most of MCs, system MC, we do events, hype events and so on, but we don't do things like team building activities. So that is the time I talked to Victor, because but it is so good for us, it is so nice for us to start team building activities. Na hapo hivyo ndo nilianzia. And when I was doing team building activities, that is the time nilikutana na HASS Adventures. I can say HASS Adventures because Mzai, when you called me and then told me that, man, we want to give you this deal, are you in? Alafu unajua Mzai vile anajuanga smile na lips yake kuingiza box. I was like, come on. Now you are calling me to join HASS Adventures. I was resistant at the first time because unajua sini watu wenye weekends uko all over, and then they are telling you that hii weekend now we are going to be doing adventure activities. I can say I'm privileged, if lucky is not the name, to be working together with HASS Adventures, because for the past good part of the year, we have been working together, and they have really introduced me to different types of people. Not only HASS Adventures has now become a home, but it has also given me more clients. You know, being an MC, I work lazima utafutane na clients. And you know, the more I interact na watu, the more mnajuana, that is the moment they do it. You also get to know them, wanakujua, and also they give you events. So HASS Adventures is a home to me. It is a place I can say that hapa hivi nimegrow. HASS Adventures has helped me to visit different places. Nimetembea, going to Mombasa, going to Namanga, Tanzania, I don't know, different places. And you know, also appreciating your work, as a group also appreciating your work. The work that I do, mostly in HASS Adventures, is about team building activities, and kuwapatia site. So I just hope that 2023 is going to be an amazing year. And also try to save, ukikula mshahara weka kidogo ya kwenda nje kujivinjari ama nini.
Vipi watu wangu? I hope you are good and you are enjoying the meals. This is HASS Adventures. We're chilling on our first anniversary to hapa Revive Faith Gardens. Tunasema nini? Watu wamechangamka ama vipi? MC Masika, and I say thank you HASS Adventures for choosing me to be your event MC.
Now another MC I want to recognize is MC Tony. Wow. This guy has done a lot in terms of building our brand. MC Tony, I met him at TV47. I had gone there through an invitation of MC Madenge. We had a charity event we are going to attend. So Madenge invited me to the TV program through Sifa Sunday program, and that is how I ended up meeting MC Tony. MC Tony, our relationship with him or our friendship with him is 1 year, just like the company. So this guy came to the company. He brought a different energy to this company. Hyping, sound, team building. This guy is just all in one. Okay, so he came to our company. He has added a lot of value to our company, and I'm sure we are going far as we continue working that way as a team.
The last person is J.Ann Cake House. Huyo naye amekuwa akitupea keki for the last 1 year. Very nice cakes. And I would like to say thank you to all of them. And we're gonna work together for more years and have a big family together.
J.Ann Bakery House, thank you for what you've done to HASS Adventures. We met you a year ago and we are still together. Our clans are happy. And thank you for what you've done for the company. The last person I want to recognize is our caterer. Now, we normally have some activities where we need to go with our caterer, like when you go for our campings. Also, maybe sometimes when you go for maybe outdoor activities, we need our caterer. This guy has done a lot for us. Caterer, wherever you are, our chef, thank you for what you've done to HASS Adventures. And 2023, I'm sure we're going to do a lot together as a team. Lastly, in fact, this should have come first. At HASS Adventures, we normally say the only CEO we have at HASS Adventures. That's why throughout you've not heard us talking about the CEOs. We only have one main CEO in HASS Adventures, and that CEO is the client. Because the client is the one who pays us. The client is the one who makes the events to happen. So our CEO clients, thank you very much for choosing HASS Adventures as your traveling partner. Thank you so much for correcting us and being patient with us, because we learn a lot from you in terms of your desires. Thank you so much for being patient with HASS Adventures. I know we are not perfect, but clients, be sure 2023, we are going to deliver a close to perfect events. At HASS Adventures, what are our main activities as HASS Adventures? HASS Adventures, we mainly engage in planning road trips, planning overland truck parties. We have camping, we have hiking, we have game drives, we have team building, we have maybe planning private tours. Like if you have a private tour in Mombasa, in maybe Masai Mara, you can talk to us. We also have city tours. That's what we engage in mostly as HASS Adventures.
DJ, pull up.
Damn, baby, you're like you this real good.
Come closer. Kuja tu. Umepata nini? Umepata 200. Haya. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's appreciate her. Nimeona watu ni wajanja. Kuna msichana ameenda kagusa mahali ilikuwa akaondoka. Alafu akaenda akaangalia ni aje.
At HASS Adventures, we also have hotel bookings, especially if you are traveling to any of the town and you're not familiar with the town. Kindly, you can book with us. We can organize for a nice place for you where you can stay. We are going to introduce number 1, outside Kenya tours. We are going to start with Tanzania, then we'll have to do Zanzibar, then we'll have to do Rwanda. Those are the main countries within Africa that we have targeted to maybe do an event in those countries. Then another thing we are going to be introducing, apart from introducing outside Kenya events, we are also going to introduce hiking, pure hiking. We are going to do Mount Kenya somewhere, we are going to do Mount Kilimanjaro somewhere, and these pure people who go for pure hiking. That's another thing you'll expect to have in 2023. Now in 2023, again, we are going to have family activities. These are activities that we bring together families. People come with their kids, purely family activities. You come with your kids, you come with your husband, you come with your wife, you come with your whole family together, and we organize a family activity. 2022, we didn't do most of the activities in Saturdays. Most of our activities, we limited them to Sunday. Again, in 2023, you'll find that we'll also have a number of activities now coming up on Saturdays, rather than having all the activities on Sunday. And that's just an improvement to what we have been offering to our clients. In 2023, again, we are going to we've been using buses as our main mode of transport. We have done SGR, but in 2023, we'll also try to organize, in fact, we have a tour, a flight tour that is in Malindi. That will be our first tour in Malindi. That will be happening in February, mid-February. You can start booking for that one. In 2023, we're also going to introduce swimming classes for our clients. Of course, we've done some tours. We had some, maybe a Mombasa beach tour where you'd get some clients struggling with swimming. We want to introduce a nice package for our clients where we will train them professionally on how to swim and basically how to get familiar with their water activities. Okay, guys, for the entire 2022 programs, I would like to say thank you, everyone, for any kind of support. Hata kuna wale ambao hata waliweka tu posta yetu kwa status. Maze, your support. Thank you a lot. Kuna wale ambao walirefer to Beste, mwenye alirefer Beste. Guys, thank you a lot. Every single effort, we say thank you for that particular effort.